Welcome to Third Coast Sports TV 2. I'm your host, Wink, and I want to talk about I'm doing my live reaction video to Mikey Garcia winning this fight in spectacular fashion. I'm going to wait for a few more of y'all to go ahead and come on in here, man, so we can discuss this fight, man. He had a great fight. I picked him to win this fight. Um, I'm gonna wait for a few more of you guys to come on in here, man. This was a spectacular fight by Mikey Garcia. He was finding all his range. He was using his counters very well. He went to the body very early. And you could tell later on in the fight that Robert Easter, what's going on, Joshua? What's going on with it, big dog? Y'all come in. Y'all hit that like button, man. I had to do a quick reaction video to Mikey Garcia just beating Robert Easter, man, for the 135 title, man. That shit was a spectacular fight. Spectacular fight. Who's all in here so I can go ahead and shout everybody out, man? Kidney's got something, man. Man, his yeah, I could tell like in the ninth round after they had that real good round, bro. That roundhouse talk was pretty good. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna probably end up doing another video tomorrow for the round table, bro. This was a spectacular fight. It's early out on the gate. Robert Easter looking like he potentially could have pulled it off. They gotta be embarrassing. Mikey beat Brona and his best friend Easter. Man, it ain't even about that. It's just Mikey got something that they don't, bro. And that's just that boy got the will to win, man. That boy got heart. He got amazing timing, and hey, he deserved to win this fight. I picked him to win the fight from the get go. So, I mean, I knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't think Robert East was gonna put up the type of fight that he did. He was game the whole fight. Yeah, he went down in like the third or the fourth round, but shit, they they both did what they had to do tonight. I honestly, Robert Easter could have got in the inside and got like mid range, and he could have shot a lot of shots up the pipe. Had he really man, hold on. Yeah, they talking to the panel. They talking to Errol Spence right now. Yeah, because Errol Spence was looking after the fight after he said his name in the ring. He was like, "Yeah, all right then." Yeah, so I can't wait until he fight Errol Spence later on in the year because that look like that's gonna be the next fight that they gonna end up having because that's gonna be his first fight at 147 and he gonna be dead meat when he get in that ring. So
So right now, that's the best fight for me. He's daring to be great. He
yeah,
wants
he
to be
down to be.
great, so he's gonna and try to dethrone me.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Errol. Yeah, you gotta go ahead and you gotta put something on this boy ass, man. Y'all hit that like button for me. Spence. Oh, of course he gonna cook him. Of course he gonna. Of course he gonna get. Spence got a different skill set than all of these fighters. He got a different skill set than Adrian Broner, Robert Easter. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these other guys are thinking he gonna end up having to fight at welterweight when he moves up. But seeing what he did tonight against Robert Easter, honestly, I mean, I just said it to one of my homeboys. I mean, yeah, people can call me crazy, but honestly, I feel like at 147, I think with his timing, his skill set, and the power, because it's just like his jab was popping the shit out of Robert Easter tonight. In those later rounds, like in that 10th, 11th, and 12th round, it just looked like Robert Easter was just getting popped by that fucking jab. Berkeley Boss, what's good, homie? Can't wait for that fight. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for it either, man. That's gonna be a spectacular fight. But that's what that body work early on gets you because Robert Easter was pumping that jab out early. That hoe was just piston like. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Totally, man. Hell yeah. He destroys Lomachenko. He destroys Lomachenko. He was able to fight. He was able to fight at long range, short range, on the inside. He was able the body work that he put in on Robert Easter tonight because how he softened him up. Like I thought he was gonna drop him like in the 11th and that 12th round, and then in that through the 10th through the 12th round, I thought he was gonna drop him again. I honestly did. I thought he was gonna go. I didn't think he was gonna get stopped, but I just felt like he was gonna go down in that fight. I just felt like it. And but I'm glad he held his own. You know, he took a early. He went down early. He got up. You know, he had to regroup over the next like 2 to 3 rounds. They started to get even. He started closing the gap a little bit, and then Mikey, you know, from like the eighth to the 10th round, he just took off. He just took off. It was a great fight. How'd y'all feel about the fight? Who all watched the fight tonight? He he would get so much more credit for derailing the Loma hype train, you know, and lose and go up there. Well, of course, because you know how they considering Lomachenko the number one pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got a loss to Salido, a true cab driver. You know what I'm saying? We already knows how they go. He hasn't avenged that loss. You know, but the casuals, you know, he got the protection. He got the he protected out here in these streets, but at the end of the day, he doesn't buy into his own hype, and that's what I can appreciate about Lomachenko versus Triple G. Triple G actually believes his hype, and he actually believes like his fan base believes the shit that they say about him when he got probably the one of the most padded records in all of boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I want to get back to this fight, man, because it was just so much more. I feel like Robert Easter could have done, man. He should have implemented a far. You know, he was controlling that long range for the most part, but he should have switched up his pace and he should have switched up the timing of his jab. You know, he should have threw some lazy jabs in there, baited him in. You know what I'm saying, and got him in the way he could have countered with a right hook. You know, and left and right hooks to the body. You know what I'm saying? He could have shot a lot of uppercuts because Mikey was open for an uppercut all night. He caught him with a couple of. He caught him with a couple. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, shit. I've been streaming a lot more lately. I've been streaming a whole lot more. If Mikey goes to 147, I would like him to be versus Danny. I just said that. I just said that to one of my homeboys. Honestly, I think if he goes to 147, especially after what I saw tonight from his skill set, I think he beats Danny and um, Sean Porter comfortably. That's just my thought. I think he beats him. I think he beats them comfortably. I think he would time the hell, and because Sean Porter, the way that he fights and the way that he comes in, I know he gonna try to roughhouse, but he gonna be playing right into what Mikey likes to do, and that's counterpunching. He's gonna counterpunch the shit out of him. He's gonna time him. He gonna throw the kitchen sink in him, and then Sean Porter's gonna realize he can't hurt him. He not gonna go away, and he gonna end up winning that fight by a decision. And imagine how much power he'll have at 147. I mean, he looked strong tonight. He looked real strong tonight. I don't think he gonna is his punching power is gonna grow like dramatically, but I think he'll have enough to where dudes are gonna end up feeling it, and he'll the type of work he's gonna be able to put in against fighters like Sean Porter and Danny Garcia is gonna be a good fight. I think if he was to fight Lamar Peterson, that would be a good fight too. And y'all hit that like button, because I guess most of the guys that's subbed to me, they probably thought I was gonna do a damn Texas video tonight. I'm gonna probably stay on this shit for a little longer, just to see how if more boxing fans come through, so we can all talk about the fight. Oh man, that Luis Ortiz knockout was fucking vicious. Oh my god, that right hook with that straight right was crazy. Do you think his I don't know, driver. I don't know that driver. It's gonna be tough, but I think he has the I think his ability, his skill set, and his body work, the work he does to the body, will be able to carry him up to 147 no problem. You know, his timing alone will be able to put certain fighters on their ass. I feel like if Adrian Broner can put Sean Porter on his ass, and we all saw what Mikey did to Sean Porter, and I mean to Adrian Broner. We all saw what Mikey did to Adrian Broner just last year, and we saw the fight that Sean Porter had with Adrian Broner, and Adrian Broner in the start of the 12th round was able to put Sean Porter on his ass. You know what I'm saying? If he would have let his hands go a hell of a lot sooner, then he probably could have reaped the benefits and won a spectacular fight at 147 against Sean Porter. But he didn't do what he was supposed to do because he was playing around too fucking much. But Tonight was a great night of boxing, man. Everybody got. I mean, the first two fighters got stopped, and Robert Easter fought a tremendous fight. He could have done a little bit more, but honestly, he even said, and it just looked like those body shots were just killing him, because Mikey was just chopping that wood early, man, and once I saw him start slowing down around like eighth, the eighth round, and he kind of laid off around, I just feel like some shot hurt him because he was trying to get his bearings, he was trying to find his range, but he couldn't get it, and Mikey was just tagging him over and over and over again with jabs and shit like that, and I think he'll be able to learn from this fight, and I think Coach Cunningham will probably get him into the damn ring and work on his inside game a hell of a lot more, man. Because you can't have these type of fights where you fighting against opponents like this with a great inside game and not develop it. His I could tell him using his jab and things like that was on the money all night. He was pumping that bitch. It was a nice little jab. It was very crisp, but it wasn't enough, and he couldn't hurt Mikey at all. What's good, Houston B? Did he call? Yeah, he did. He mentioned his name. He was like, "Hey, shit, yeah, I want Spence." And Spence, and they panned out to Spence, and Spence was like, "All right." He was clapping his hands, and they Brian Brian, not Brian Kenny. Is it Brian Kenny? Yeah, it was Brian Kenny, and a couple other guys. They were out on the little panel like as soon as the fight was over, and they talked to Errol Spence. So yeah, they definitely called him out. Errol Spence already said, "Shit, okay, he want to be great. We can go ahead. We're gonna end up making that fight. So that fight gonna probably end up getting made probably around November." Probably November, December. So that'll be a good fight at 147 for us to see. And we're going to truly see how good Trap House. What's going on with it, big homie? Appreciate you coming through the stream, man. I had to hurry up and do this damn video before 78, Black Fight Fan, Beverly Road, everybody else from the LDBC do their videos. I'm still small. I needed y'all to go ahead and come through, homie. Yeah, man. How'd you feel about the fight, man? It was a good ass fight. Yeah, I got the low subs, man. Shit, I got all my regular crowd. Shit, we all Texans and Houston Rockets fans and shit. So that's primary where a lot of my crowd goes. Shit, except for all the subs I got from 78 and Black Fight Fan put me on. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it was a good ass fight. I can just tell like that body work was really bothering the shit out of Robert Easter though. It was bothering the shit out of him. That eighth and that ninth round, when once he finally started gaining his speed and once he got a little bit of his wind back, he was landing some good ass punches against Mikey. He landed a lot of good shots, but a lot of the shots that he was landing, it wasn't effective because Mikey kept closing his range off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Shit, I'm trying. I'm trying to keep up with y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all thing, bro. Canelo versus Triple G. Honestly, I got Canelo. I don't believe in Triple G like that. I mean, he has a limited skill set. Yeah, I know he got power. I know he has the ability to cut off the ring, and he can do shit like that. But honestly, he don't possess enough tools in the toolbox to beat Canelo. And the fact that Canelo had to move up and they already fought and he couldn't put him away in the first fight, and Canelo was slipping punches. And people don't really like to talk about the amount of punches that he was slipping, the amount, the body work he was putting in. And people really think that Triple G was out here dominating fucking Canelo on that last fight was downright ridiculous. You got to look at it. I wasn't invested in the fight, but just based off of pure skill sets, I got Canelo on that fight. But I could really give a fuck. I could really care less who win that fight, honestly. Who do you have winning the fight? Miguel Lopez. And welcome to the stream, by the way. 'Cause I don't think I ever seen you in here before. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I've been wanting to. I had been waiting for weeks to see this damn fight with Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter, and it finally came, and they didn't disappoint. King Kong Ortiz did what he had to do in that fight, cause that damn I knew early on the way he was popping that damn jab. I was like, it was a matter of time before he found his range and put that boy on his ass. And in the second round, he showed everybody that he was the second best heavyweight in the division. Cause if he fights Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, any of them dudes, he put them boys to sleep easy. Them boys don't want no parts of him. Honestly, I know a lot of people probably don't want it for Deontay Wilder, but honestly, I want Deontay Wilder and him to fight again because it was such a good match the first time, and honestly, I don't think Deontay Wilder goes in and lets him steal rounds the way that he did the first fight because he could easily clip Deontay Wilder, and we already know he has the ability to hurt Deontay Wilder in that fight if it was to happen again, you know. But he had a great win tonight, and so I commend him on his victory as well. Let's see what y'all talking about. Danny Garcia versus Mikey Garcia at 140. Man, I got Mikey all the way, man. I got Mikey. Mikey, I like his skill set better. He can set you up better. He has better timing. They both him and Danny got great timing. Once they time you and they can find your fights, and you know Danny not gonna blow it all early on in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be able to carry on throughout the rest of the fight, but he can bruise and shit like that real easy. But honestly, I feel like Mikey has the better speed. He has the better skill set. He has the better combinations, body attack, and to me, he has the better timing out of the two fighters. So at 140, I'll take him. Even at 147 right now, after what I saw and how I saw like how his jab was popping Robert Easter's head back and the later rounds and shit like that, like he wasn't even hitting him like super hard, and like his head was just popping back. So honestly, I think he got some for a few fighters at 147. I think he ain't gonna be able to do shit with Errol Spence, but I honestly think he'll be able to contend with dudes like Sean Porter, um, Garcia. You know, I mean, I don't think he. And I mean, I don't think he would be able to really contend with, you know, Errol Spence and even Keith Thurman right now. Even though he been acting like a hoe, I don't think right now he would probably beat Keith one time Thurman. I mean, maybe in time, it would depend on how close his fight is with Spence. But honestly, I believe Spence stops him in like between in 4 rounds, 4 rounds or less. And I think he's gonna have to do that because you can't allow a dude like that to be coming up, you know, like damn near two weight classes to come fight you, and you don't stop him. Because what is that gonna say about you, and what is that gonna say about him? People gonna be pumping that shit up, but they gonna already have all the excuses built in if he loses that fight against Errol Spence. You know, so that's my video. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna do a real live reaction. I just wanted to commend Mikey Garcia on a great win. I knew he was gonna win this fight against Robert Easter. Robert Easter put up a tremendous fight. You know, so better luck next time to him. It looks like Coach Cunningham has him on the right track. They need to work on a couple other things if he wants to regain his title. You know, hopefully he fights a champion instead of trying to fight somebody for a vacant title. And if he does, I'm pretty sure he'll be champion within his next fight. So welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. I'm your host Wink. I'm signing off. Peace.